Another day, another video. Welcome to the channel Daina Alexcia. And if you're here for the very first time, thanks for stopping by. I have decided to purchase a DNA kit. Now, when it comes on to DNA, it can reveal quite a lot about you and also uncover hidden truths. Well, I know for me, when it comes on to my appearance, there is no skeleton in the closet, but I have always been curious. All right. I wanted to know what ethnicities I am made up of. I already know that there is African lineage, but persons have often said, it look like you have little English in you, or you have little European in you. You have anybody from Europe? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. And so I have finally gotten the opportunity to purchase a kit from this company. MyHeritage DNA. All right. Actually have the kit for some time. So it took me about 9 days to actually get it. All right. So yeah, I'm all the way here in Jamaica. So it's definitely going to take some time to get to me. And since I have collected it, it still took me some time to get this video started. And so, yeah, I'm here. I'm excited to find out what ethnicities is in my DNA. All right. I'm looking forward to the surprise element. Yeah. Because I believe that there is some surprise element there. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. Yeah. So first, I am going to register the kit, because what I also noticed, because I've done my research and I've watched a few videos, I have not come across much channels that actually show you or go through the activation of the kit. And I know that that part of it is private or sensitive, but that's the part that I want to display to you also. All right, so let's go. And also remember that this process can be done before the collection of your DNA sample or after the collection of your DNA sample, because it's going to take some time to get back to them. So it can be activated before or after. But the guideline or the booklet recommends before they recommend that you do this firstly, and so that is what I am doing now. All right, so keep watching. So follow these instructions to collect your DNA sample, and it has 7 instructions. How many does the booklet have? Let me see if they are the same amount. Yes, the guideline has 7, the website has 7. All right, and at step 1, I am going to go to the setup by clicking on the website link, And then when I am there, it says, welcome Daina, activate your DNA kit. Please enter the activation code. Now, if somehow you have misplaced the activation card with the code, you can look on your vial. So it says, where can I find the activation code? The code appears on the side of the vial in the kit and on the DNA kit activation card included in the DNA kit. So yes, I have seen it on both. All right. So I'll be entering my code given. And if you notice on the left hand side, it says MH dash. So the MH represents MyHeritage. All right. And then you will have a combination of other letters and numbers. So let me enter that quickly. So once you have entered the activation code, the continue button is going to be highlighted in purple. And then it says activating kit, shows your activation code. So then it says whose DNA will this kit be testing? So it gives you two options, yours, which represents mine, and someone else's. So I'm testing mine. So that option would be mine. And then they give you the option if you want to display your real name. I want to display mine, so I don't have a problem with that. And then continue. All right. Then the next step now is terms and conditions. So after you have read all of that, you tick the box to the left and select continue. Then it says processing of genetic data. And it gives a barrage of stuff. So it says MyHeritage will process your DNA sample, conduct genetic analysis, and provide you with the DNA results to do so. We need your explicit consent to the following. MyHeritage will collect and process my DNA data and other sensitive personal information such as my ethnicity or geographic origins. And I am so curious about that. MyHeritage will process data to provide me with reports about my heritage in the form of an ethnicity estimate, genetic groups, and other personalized insights related to my ancestral origins. So it says, read our privacy policy to know more about how we process the DNA sample. You can withdraw your consent at any time by deleting your DNA data as described in the Help Center article. So it says, I explicitly consent to MyHeritage processing my DNA sample, conducting genetic analysis, and providing me with the DNA results as described above. Yes. So you make sure you tick that box. Then you click continue. All right, so it says enabling DNA matches. So it's asking me whether or not I want to enable DNA matches for this kit and explicitly consent to MyHeritage processing your DNA data. So what is enabling DNA matches all about? So it says as part of the DNA services, MyHeritage may compare your DNA results to other MyHeritage members to see if you have DNA in common. I don't have a problem with that. This is called DNA matching and is done to indicate a possible family relationship. If you choose to enable DNA matches, your DNA kit will participate in DNA matching. If you choose to enable DNA matches, your DNA kit will participate in DNA matching. You will see a list of your DNA matches. You will be listed as a DNA match to them, and you will receive a notification whenever new matches are found. Awesome. You are You and your matches can discover how you are related, view each other's profiles, and send messages to each other. I love that. Finding new family members can be exciting, but you might also discover unexpected relatives, which could surprise you and your family. You can change your selection at any time by updating your privacy settings. So for me, that's a yes. Next step now, it says sharing data with DNA matches. What does that mean? Sharing ethnicity estimates and genetic groups. You can choose to allow your DNA matches to see your ethnicity estimate and genetic group so that they can compare their ethnicity estimates and genetic groups to yours. This may help your DNA matches figure out how you may be related. You can change this preference at any time by updating your privacy settings. So it says, would you like to share your ethnicity estimates and genetic groups with your DNA matches? That's a yes for me. So additionally, there's a section that says sharing DNA segment data. You can choose to allow your DNA matches to view and download information about DNA segments that you share. This information includes the genomic positions and length of shared segments. This may help your DNA matches understand how they are related to you, as shared DNA segments may point to a common ancestor and can help identify relationships. You can change this, etc. So they're asking permission granted. Continue. Participation in research. Participation in research is completely voluntary. You can activate your DNA kit and receive your results even if you do not give consent. The MyHeritage science team conducts research to help us better understand human genetics, genealogy, and anthropology, and to develop new product features. The DNA research project, that is all DNA used in the DNA research project, is anonymized and aggregated to protect our users' privacy. And we commit to never sell or license the DNA, which is very important. Let me read that part again. All DNA data used in the DNA research project is anonymized and aggregated to protect our users' privacy. And we commit to never sell or license the DNA data to any third party. Right now, one of these DNA services or company does that. So hopefully in the future, as MyHeritage says, they'll stand firm to that. So they're asking for consent. All right. Yes. So it says review and activate. So it says, please review all the information you have provided during the activation process. You must click the activate button to complete the DNA's kit activation. So these are all the things that I have agreed to. So I'll now select the activate button. So it says DNA kit with your activation code has been successfully activated. All right, so with all of that been done, all of that, all right, I know I have to go through the other steps. So yeah, let me get to that part. All right, so after the kit has been activated, you will see your activation code comes up on your login screen. Now, after that process, you have to also complete step 2 through to 7. All right. Now, not everybody is comfortable with those steps online. I just want to show you a few of the contents that comes into the package. All right. So you saw the package earlier. All right. So all I have to do is either slide it to the left or slide it to the right to remove the covering. All right. Once the covering is removed, you have this purple package and it opens up at the front right here. All right. And so these comes in along with other things. All right. So we have the instruction booklet here. We have the DNA kit activation card that comes with your activation code. So these two parts right here, this is where the vial is placed to lock it in. All right. And then we have our swab. All right. Remember I said I already did all of this. This is what is left of the swab stick. And it has this black section here where I had to break off the other part and put it into the vial. So this is what is left of it. So what I had to do was to scrape the inside of one of my cheek. Yes. And then break that off and put it into the vial and then just put back this into this plastic container. Now, this comes right below the vial. So it was placed like this. So you have this at the bottom and then you have the vial on top. And then on top of that, you had a Ziploc bag that you would put the vial in, and then that Ziploc bag goes into the envelope. And once it goes into the envelope, this is the last step of collecting your DNA. So it says pay the postage and mail the envelope to our DNA lab. Once the lab receives your sample, we'll inform you via email, because it may take up to 6 weeks. Because I think the back of the instruction says 4 to 6 weeks, but the activation website says 3 to 4 weeks. So I guess it all depends on your location and all of that. So let's see what happens, but I did mail it off. Let's see. All right, so that's it. That's it. I just mailed off the MyHeritage DNA sample. So see you in a few weeks. Bye.